Have you ever participated in a marathon before? If yes, good for you. As you may know, running a marathon requires many factors just to get you from the starting point to the finish line. You may need a fit body, great shoes, good support, and huge effort just to get there. In my opinion, sustainable development is like running in a marathon. Why? Because it takes perseverance, determination, and indeed, it needs great shoes. In a marathon, your goal is to get to the finish line. For sustainable development, we have already set our marathon goals. In 2015, the international community have committed to implement the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, or as known as SDG. It is a 17 aspirational global goals with 169 targets between them. In a marathon, your shoes are very important. The shoes that I've mentioned, it's basically a tool that could lead you to your goal. For me, as well as most Thai people, one tool that we've been using leading our life to sustainability is the philosophy of sufficiency economy. It was proposed by our King Bhumibol in order to end poverty and help improve his people's standard of living. The framework encourages the use of middle path through three core elements, which are moderation, reasonableness, and self-immunity. At the same time, it is necessary to think reasonably before making any decision in order to be ready for the future changes. The idea also includes knowledge, prudence, and morality during the process and in all aspects of life. This philosophy is applicable at all levels, ranging from family unit, community, or even for the nation. The concept has been adopted by the UNESCO as well as several communities from local, national, and international communities. One case that could demonstrate how effective this pair of shoes are is Doi Tung project. Doi Tung is a hilly area in northern Thailand of Chiang Rai province with more than 11,000 population. Back in 1980s, people of Doi Tung cultivated opium and do slash and burn farming for livings, which led to social, economic, and environmental problems. The Mae Pha Luang Foundation was found afterwards in order to end opium plantation and improve people's standard of living. The project spans 30 years with three major phases. Phase 1, substituting the illegal farming with coffee cultivation, macadamia planting, and cloth weaving. Phase 2, equipping the people with knowledge and skills of production. And Phase 3, where they are right now, to educating people with management skills for their organization and their community. It has been more than 15 years that Doi Tung has profited themselves with profit more than 10 million US dollar income per year. It was also recognized by the United Nations Office of Drug and Crime, or UNODC, as one of the world's most successful projects for sustainable alternative livelihood development. This pair of shoes has also demonstrated their efficiencies beyond Thailand. Last September, I was privileged enough to visit the development project in neighboring country in Cambodia called Okikantan. The project was sponsored by the Royal Thai government using the philosophy of sufficiency economy as the main guideline. The village was divided into 4 major areas, which are paddy fields, housing and cooperative areas, fishing ponds, and vegetable gardens. Each particular area had coordinated function. For example, the fishing ponds serve as the water resources. Cooperative areas serve as a place where people could bring their crops and transform it to a product. One part that I found most impressive called edible fence. It was a fence surrounding the village, composed of homegrown vegetable, which could also use as a physical fence as well as the cooking ingredients. For 6 years, the officials mentioned that local people in Okikandan village have improved a lot in terms of living standard. They have enough to eat, to live, and to sell. Doi Tung and Okikandan are just a few out of million cases that have been using this concept as a way to sustainability. In the marathon, they have come more than halfway. Both villages have ended poverty, reached zero hunger, and secured the resources by using the knowledge and self-reliant concept. They have also reached the goal of quality education, gender equality, and economic growth by implementing jobs and skills that are inclusive as in SDGs. These communities are now walking toward the end of the marathon. Their goal is not to be the first one reaching the finish line, but to walk together unitedly without leaving no one behind. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying that every single one of you in a marathon should wear the same pair of shoes, but we all have the same goals. So please find a perfect pair of shoes that suit your feet the most and join us in this global marathon of sustainable development. With clear goals, great shoes, and good support, I believe that one day we will reach our finish line together. Thank you.